Welcome to Duel Universe. Today I'll be going over some things to take into consideration when building your ship. We will begin by looking at the control seat. The control seat can do two things for you, which is nice. Well, one it does for you and one is just convenient. You can change your control scheme by going to Advanced, change control scheme and switching to keyboard and mouse. Keyboard and mouse, these are for joysticks. This is if you want to control your ship using your mouse. And this is the default WASD controls. Once changing to mouse controls, you can use your scroll wheel or W and S for your throttle. The next thing the control seat can do for you is hook up your engines to the fuel tanks and the fuel tanks to the control seat. It will attempt to do this. It does not always succeed, especially when you get to high numbers of engines and high numbers of fuel tanks. To do that, you can simply go to Run Default Auto Configuration and pick one of these two. It will attempt to hook it up, but it kind of failed on my ship, so I had to hook up some things manually as I have two fuel tanks. And the reason for that is because fuel tanks have a maximum limit of 10 elements that can be hooked up to them, and hover engines do count. So I have 6 of these hover engines hooked up to my extra small atmospheric fuel tank there because they barely use any fuel, and all the rest hooked up to my medium one. Now, the fuel between fuel tanks are not shared, so if you run out of fuel in one tank, all elements hooked up to it will stop working. So take that into consideration when you're hooking stuff up. Same goes for the space fuel and I believe the rocket fuel. I have not done any testing with the rocket fuel. Then we get to wings. The difference between wings and stabilizers are that both provide lift, but stabilizers will force you in the direction they are facing. Like these two vertical stabilizers will stop my ship from drifting when I yaw left and right, which makes controlling it a lot easier. Then the last thing to talk about is adjusters. Adjusters work in both space and atmosphere, and they control the pitch, yaw and roll of your ship. The further away from the center of mass they are, the better they work. These 3 lines intersecting there shows you the center of mass, and I have 12 adjusters in total, which gives me nice control over my ship. I have 4 roll ones, 4 pitch ones, 2 at the front, 2 at the back, and similar for yaw. These front ones do provide a higher amount of yaw and pitch control than the back ones, because the back ones are closer to the center of mass. But they do still help, and I like the symmetry. I believe that is about everything. If you do play Duel Universe and are looking for an organization, the link to my organization's Discord is in the description. Thank you for watching and goodbye.